Hello, my diamonds in the rough. We are back with part 2 of how to micromanage the absolute special snowflakes in your ranked games so you can finally climb without losing your sanity. Look, this video is not another boring aim trainer, crosshair placement, or game sense guide. This one is about mental warfare, which a lot of people forget that it is just as important. How to handle your mentally unstable teammates, protect your own mental, and somehow turn completely unwinnable games into W's. If you're tired of getting tilted by toxic teammates, ego duelists, and fake IGLs, buckle your seatbelts. Today we're exposing even more unhinged player types, and more importantly, exactly how to deal with them. First, let's talk about one of the most common cancers in ranked, the scoreboard bully. I can bet my left nut everyone watching this video had a game with two of these teammates. The Mr. Fantastic Jet or Reyna main, who somehow unlocked god tier aim but completely skipped the tutorial on how to not be an asshole. This dude is top fragging, popping off, and using his last two remaining brain cells exclusively for flick shots. And then there's the poor bottom frag who's playing like he's on inverted controls and 200 ping. But he's actually trying, he's calming, he's playing for the team. He's just getting absolutely molested by the enemy team. It's safe to say we've all had those games.
Ow! 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 What?
Last player standing.
What?
Crazy. Bro is getting beaten down harder than a kid who forgot to do his homework in front of a Chinese mom with a slipper. And what does our aim god do? He spends the entire game verbally waterboarding this guy. Bro, you're 212, uninstall, negative KD merchant. Why are you even queuing? And surprise, surprise, the team starts losing. Who would have thought, right? Here's the thing nobody wants to admit. In a 5v5 game, the scoreboard bully is often more toxic to the team than the actual bottom frag. Yes, the bottom frag might be struggling, but everyone has games like that where whenever the enemy sees you, they just turn into prime 10s. Flaming him every round doesn't magically give him aimbot, it just tilts him into the shadow realm and makes him play even worse. At this point, man is more focused on finding the uninstall button or how to book a therapy session rather than keep playing the game. So here's what you should actually do. Step in and stop the bullying immediately. Tell the bottom frag, hey, mute him and just listen to me, alright? Then start feeding him the important information Mr. 2 brain cells refuses to give. Let the top frag cook in peace, his 2 brain cells are already working overtime. We don't need him multitasking with basic human decency. But for the bottom frag, give him actual helpful info and maybe even advice instead of just get good. Hey, you're overpeaking a lot, let's play more patient this round, okay? Or try holding this angle instead of forcing every single fight. Maybe swap sides or let's play retake together, okay? Little adjustments like that can completely change his game. The bottom line is, just because you're not the one doing the bullying does not mean you're innocent.
Yeah.
Let's go.
If you stay silent while someone is destroying your teammate's mental, you are part of the problem. You're not just playing Valorant, you're playing on a team. Act like it. And since we are talking about teamwork, let's talk about bad teamwork versus good teamwork. Nothing screams bad teamwork louder than the fake IGL, or as I like to call them, the shit callers. This guy is barking out calls like he just finished reading Sun Tzu Art of War. He's calling every single execute, every rotate, every fake, super aggressively. Problem is, his game sense is running on 240p. You go down 0.6 because of the most brain-dead side takes you've ever seen. And the second it fails, he instantly flips the blame. Why didn't you push faster? Where is my flash? You guys are all bots. buddy, you're the one who just sent us to die for the 6th time in a row. It's always so awkward because I know he's trying to win. He's not throwing, he just genuinely believes he's the main character of a VCT Grand Finals, while the rest of us are still trying to figure out how to not whiff on default. So I end up having to put my little HR hat on. Hey Bob, your efforts this half were very valuable for the company, to say the least. However, we're currently on fire. The building is collapsing. We need you to please, for the love of God, step down from the CEO position before you get us all fired. And when people finally start complaining about his calls, oh boy, he has a full mental breakdown. Suddenly, it's everyone else's fault for not executing perfectly. Bro, this is not Radiant. We're in gold. You're out here teaching 5th graders theoretical physics on a Tuesday evening. So here's what actually works. Take over. 1v1 the shitcaller and IGLing. Calmly suggest better executes. He's gonna obviously cry about it, but just run your play. If it works, the team will instantly feel the difference, and the next time he starts yapping along, hit him with the facts. Okay, cool, I hear you. So, how many rounds did your last 5 calls win? Once the team starts winning rounds with your calls, they'll naturally start listening to you instead of the guy now mopping the floors on A main. In less than 3 round wins, the whole team will be telling him, put the fries in the bag, king, drop a smoke and let us carry. And you know the crazy part? Most of these guys actually calm down once they see it's working. Keep in mind they started the game wanting to win, so they usually shut up and start playing with the team. Remember, the game is never lost until it's actually over. If the enemy can go on a 12-round win streak, so can you. But the game will be lost if you see your team falling apart and you do nothing about it. Sometimes being the hero means taking the IGL role, even if you didn't ask for it. And now, next up on our list of mentally deficient snowflakes, we have the Instalock hypocrites. These are the players who smash that lock-in button on their main agent and have a whole essay prepared why the team comp is bad in agent select, and then continues the rest of the game crying about what everyone else picked. Oh my god, we don't have a sentinel! Bro, why are your smokes so bad? You're throwing? Uninstall the game? Yo, Mr. Homelander, you are the one who insta-locked and is expected to be the hero of the team. Let me remind everyone of a long-forgotten, sacred rule from the ancient days of Valorant. Back in 2022, when the game was still a fun and whimsical place, not full of e-daters boosting service workers and unemployment final bosses. There was this unspoken rule. If you insta-lock your main, you automatically forfeit your right to complain about the team composition or how other people are playing. You can ask for utility, you can ask for help, you can ask for comms, but you don't get to flame the guy who had to fill smokes for the first time in his life just because he wanted to play Neon again. It's like forcing a drive-thru worker to do an esports commentary gig with nothing but a McDonald's microphone. Of course it's not gonna be a fun time for that guy. I'm Array's main, who insta-locks sometimes, so I'm calling this one out from experience. When you lock first, you take on the extra responsibility. You don't just play your role, you carry the burden of the guy who got forced into a role he's not comfortable with. Bad smokes? Don't flame him. Give him tips. Tell him what util you need. Help him out so you can actually carry. If you're physically unable to stop yourself from crying about fillers, then here's a crazy idea for you. Don't insta-lock. Fill the role yourself if you think you can do it so much better. Simple as that. Bottom line, insta-locking doesn't make you the main character, it makes you the guy who should be shutting up and enabling the team, or at least carrying the consequences without whining like a kid who didn't get a PS5 for Christmas. Lock in, carry, or fill. Pick one. And now for the community requested bonus round from the comments. the E-daters. From my experience, these guys aren't even the worst teammates you can get, but they're definitely the most annoying ones. Yeah, your Sage might be reviving and healing the same guy who is on the completely different side of the map, meanwhile you're defending site that is currently getting nuked as if someone told Trump there's oil there. You're there reciting Bible verses, holding on for your dear life. You look at your stats and you see 8 HP after surviving a full team lobotomy, and you hear a guy meowing. Meow. For a heal after losing 40 HP. Here's the reality. E-daters come in a package deal. They either both show up to help, or neither does. There is no in between. So congratulations. You're no longer playing Valorant in your gaming chair. You're now gaming on the cuck chair. Safe to say it's not an enjoyable experience watching two lovebirds play their own 2v5 while you try to survive the Avengers. But here's how to actually handle them. Accept the package deal. Stop expecting normal teamwork. Start matching their plays. If they're glued together on B, rotate with them. At least then you can use them as meat shields during retakes instead of solo holding side. Do not try to argue with them. The Delulu duo will just validate each other until you're the one who is tilted into the next week. Save your peace. This one is almost entirely a mental endurance test. You have to stay locked in while listening to cat noises and pocket heals the whole game. If it gets too frustrating, mute them. Yes, I rarely say this, but pull out the mute button. You'll lose almost zero useful info, turn them into two mediocre silent duelists, and suddenly it's just you carrying instead of slowly losing your sanity on the cuck chair. Here's the final reminder. Bad mental loses more games than bad teammates. Protect your peace, adapt to the chaos, and turn even the cringiest lobby into a W. Make the most of what you have, even if sometimes it's not a lot. That's pretty much it for this video. Don't forget to hit the sub and like button. Last video you guys showed massive support, and it means the world to me, so thank you for that. Leave a comment if there's a type of players I didn't talk about yet, and I will include it in the next video. Other than that, good luck soldier on the grind.